Hello everyone, welcome to Auto All About. So for today's video, we have the most powerful Peugeot currently on sale here in UAE, the Peugeot 3008 Hybrid 4. The car has got around 300 horsepower. It has got a 1.6 liter turbocharged petrol engine along with two electric motors which produces around 300 horsepower in total with a 300 Newton meters of torque. In today's video, we will have a full in-depth look at the 3008 Hybrid 4 along with the test drive. So let's take a look at the exterior first. Looking at the front end, it's one of the most beautiful Peugeot also we can see currently on the roads. So as per the new Peugeot design language, it has got that stunning and sporty aggressive look to the front end, especially with those long LED strips on each side. It works as an indicator lamp as well as a daytime running lamp. While running, it starts all the way from the top of this headline and goes all the way below. And at the bottom portion here, it is an aluminum kind of an insert here. There are a lot of piano black elements given here, which definitely increases the aggressiveness of this car. You can see the details here. These lines and all makes it really sporty and aggressive. And the center we can see the Peugeot badging along with one front facing camera. It's a 180-degree wide angle camera, and that combines with another camera on the rear, and it stitches the images to make it look like kind of a 360-degree camera view. So the front end design similar to the 5008, definitely sporty and aggressive. And coming to the sides, here we have the Hybrid 4 badging given here. So the car works as an all-wheel drive car since it has got the electric motors power to both wheels. You can see there are a continuation in this side with an aluminum strip, and it all goes all the way on top of the windows and reaches the C-pillar there. So the side profile here, it is a really good one for a compact SUV. The piano black mirrors has got the LED indicator lamp as well. At the bottom portion, that black protective kind of plastic finish given all around. So on the right side here we have the fuel filler cap. It has to be opened from the inside. And coming towards the rear, very nicely done, full LED Peugeot style lights along with the badging here. There is no visible antennas on the top. We are getting a nice spoiler integrated with a high mounted stop lamp. Rear wipers on the top. You can see a relatively larger sunroof here with some aluminum roof rails. So in the rear end as well, we have got the Hybrid 4 badging. And on the bottom side, again we have got two fake exhausts with some parking sensors and the fog lamp, which is an incandescent one, which is mounted to the rear bumper. Now coming to the other side, here we have got the electric charging port. So here we have the charging button given here and the lock button also given in this portion. The various charging indicators. So this is the indicator lamps for the charging. So when it is red, there is no charge, and when it is blue, it is charging, and the green one shows it is fully charged. So that's it about the exterior of the 3008. So before moving to the interior, here's a look at the key fob. The standard Peugeot key fob with the lock, unlock and the trunk release button, and obviously the unlock button. If you press and hold, that will roll down all the windows for you. We can close it by pressing and holding the lock key. So now let's take a look at the trunk space. The car has got that hands-free access system. Simply show your foot below the rear bumper and it opens up the trunk for us. So the charging cable and all, it is been placed here. So here is the usual household type charger. We can simply plug into the wall outlet and plug the other end to the charging port. And we have also got the other one for the public charging stations. So now having a look at the trunk space, relatively large trunk space. It's around 550 liters, and there is an option to fold down the rear seats on each side. And at the bottom here we have got some storage space and the spare tire below. We can switch off that hands-free access function from here, and also we can close the trunk by pressing this button. And now to unlock the car, comes with a keyless entry system. We have door locking and unlocking functions for both driver and passenger door, and it's not available for the rear doors on this car. So to lock the car, we can simply press this portion outside the handle, and if you grab the handle, it will automatically unlocks for you. Looking at the doors, relatively on a heavier side, the focal speakers on top and bottom. Nice multi-touch finishes here. You can see there is a kind of a wooden finish, comes along with some soft plastic finish on the top. At the bottom we have this nice red leather handrest, comes with this window controls. All 4 windows comes with an automatic up and down function. The mirror controls are here. The throne lock, nice storage spaces given below. So now taking a look at the interior. Similar to the 5008, it's been finished in a really sporty and premium looking manner. The seats are that, and these are the AGR certified, one of the most comfortable leather seats here. Comes with 2% memory seats and the massage function here. 4-way lumbar along with the full power adjustments for the driver, and the passenger seats gets some manual adjustments. The front portion of the seats can also be adjusted manually. So let's step inside. Very solid doors here. So in order to start the car, here we have the start stop button in the center console. That gives us a very silent start because the car starts up always in electric mode, and we can change the drive mode from this button here. So you can either choose between hybrid, sport, or a 4-wheel drive mode. There is an all-electric option always at the bottom. So now looking at this interior, it's definitely 100% similar to the 500. So we will not be going into that detailing in this particular interior review. So I will show you the differences, and we will have a general look at the interior this time. So starting with the compact steering wheel, everything is completely similar to the 500. It has got that paddle shifters mounted to the column. The cruise control stack is here at the bottom, and the automatic headlamp controls are given here, and that definitely comes with the automatic high beam function in this full option model. And on the other side we have the wiper stack, and also this button here brings up the trip meter here. Different options can be chosen by pressing this button again and again, and if you press and hold this button, that will reset the trip meter for us. On the left side we have a couple of more controls compared to the 500 GT line which we had driven earlier. So here is the option to turn off the line keep assist, and then we have this is the line assist function which keeps the car in the center of the lines. We can also toggle it on and off from here. This function will be working along with the cruise control system to give us kind of a autonomous driving experience. And here is the button to release that fuel filler cap we have seen earlier. Then we have a child lock button, and the last option here is shown as a kind of a climate control button. That is for the temperature preconditioning system. The car has got a nice function. If you go to the HVAC menu and press the options, we have something called the temperature conditioning. So here we can add the temperature preconditioning. We can choose a time, and at that time, AM or PM, whichever it is, and the dates, everything can be programmed to the car, so that the car will, and we can choose a temperature, and the car will keep that temperature maintained. The car will turn on itself and keep that temperature, everything ready for us by that particular time when we are entering the car. So that is a really nice feature to have. So that's it on the left side, and on the steering column and steering wheel, everything is similar to the old model as we discussed. And now coming back to the 12.3-inch iCockpit display instrument panel here. So the major changes here are definitely on the right side. We can see this meter which shows the electric percentage. When the car is getting charged, the needle will go all the way here, and this is the economy position, so that we will get the maximum efficiency and economy for in the car in this area. And if you give more acceleration, that reaches the power area. So that's how the hybrid meter works. And on the right side we have the electric range showing here. Currently we have 24 kilometers left. The car has got a total electric range of around 42 kilometers. And on the other side we have the fuel gauge, and at the bottom we have the current drive mode mentioned here, along with the trip and the odometer readings. In the center it will be the digital speedometer, and definitely these are all customizable. So in order to take different designs for the instrument cluster, we can always use the scroll wheel to bring different options. As you can see here, the navigation option, which brings up a map to the center, and then we have the personal option, which can be always personalized through this menu. If you go to the options, we will have an option to customize this screen from there. Then we have the minimum option, which brings the very minimal items in the display. And then we have the energy option that brings up the previous kind of dials which we have seen before. This is new for the 300 electric hybrid version only. And then we get back to the dials option. So that's it. Now coming to the center, we have the 10-inch Peugeot infotainment system. Everything is similar to the previous model. We have got the physical buttons at the bottom here for the media, and different sources can be selected from this menu, and the audio settings options are also here available. If you go, there is a nice equalizer settings and the loudness adjustments. If you go to the balance section, here we have the option to increase the volume of the center speaker here, and also the subwoofer levels can be adjusted along with the audio center point can be adjusted here as well. Now next one is the automatic climate control option. The car has got dual zone automatic AC here, so it can be controlled from this screen. Next one is the Peugeot built-in navigation system, and then we have the car functions. Here we have multiple options such as the park assist, the sensors, blind spot monitoring. All these kind of driver assistance systems can be turned on and off from here. And the car has definitely got the park assist function. The car can help us parking in the parallel parking and to enter one bay parking. It's a really nice added function here. The next one here is the vehicle settings. We have some parking and headlights, controls, comfort, etc, etc. Everything similar to the 5008 here. Then we have got the phone tab. Next one will be the connected app. Here we have one additional option compared to the other model, that is the vehicle apps. If you go there, we have an option called the energy, and this menu can be brought directly with a shortcut given here with this energy kind of symbol. If you press that, it will bring up the same menu as here. So here we have some hybrid stuff mentioned here. The first one is flow. In this menu it will be simply showing us how the charge is flowing, from which part, from the engine or from the batteries. Currently we can see the battery levels are also mentioned in the center, and the car has got that regenerative charging function, so whenever you brake the car, that will charge up the electric motors. Or else you have always an option to charge the car while driving, that is the e-save function, so that will always be left with some electric mile in the car. So this can be turned on. We can choose 10, 20 or maximum. That means if you choose 10 kilometer, the car will charge the electric motors to have an electric range of 10 kilometer only. Or if you put it in the max, the car will get charged up to the full electric range, that is the 42 kilometers electric range while running. But that definitely reduces the fuel economy, so that is not an advisable option. And also this car doesn't have any quick charging function, so the full charge from the household outlet will take around 8 hours. So it is always advisable to keep the car on charging while you are at home, and it's not advisable to charge it from the public charging station, since it takes more time. From that kind of stations it is taking around 3 hours to get the car fully charged. So always, if you are using a hybrid, try to charge it from the home, so that the other persons who is having a pure electric vehicle will not get their time wasted while charging this car in the public stations. So that's it about the infotainment. And below that, here we can see there are some few more controls for the heated front seats, the front and rear defoggers, and the air recirculation option, the door lock function, and the passenger heating options. All these shortcuts are given here. A nice volume knob is given here, and the center of which is a mute button. If you come below, we have a nice storage space with a wireless charging pad and one USB to charge the electric devices, and also a 12-volt power outlet. Some more storage is below, along with that drive mode selector. Peugeot classic electronic shifter here, the 8-speed electronic shifter. You can simply put it into reverse by pushing this button and pushing the lever to the top, and that brings up this menu. As we told earlier, there is a 180-degree camera placed in the front and the rear of the car that stitches the images when we are driving, and that gives you kind of a 360-degree camera view. Simply press the P button here to bring the car into a park mode. So below that, here we have got the electronic parking brake, and then we have the hill descent control, and then two medium-sized cup holders, and the split opening center console storage with some lighting inside. So the overall dashboard finish is really nice with that wooden kind of inserts and this aluminum insert. Everything looks very, very premium in this interior. Now, if you are taking a look at the glove box, a standard size glove box, and at the top we have got a frameless kind of mirror here. There is an available sunroof. It's a panoramic one, a really nice option to have. And here we have the options for the LED interior lights, and the complete lights for the interior can be turned on from here. There are some warnings for the seat belts for all the passengers, which is given at this point. A really nice feature. The sunshades comes with the illuminated vanity mirrors, and the nice grab handles given. So overall, the front end space is really premium and luxurious. So let's take a look at the rear space now. So when we open up the rear door, similar finish as of the front one, two more speakers, and only the difference here is the top portion has got some hard plastic with some wooden insert, and the leather kind of finish. Everything looks really nice. And when we look at the rear seats, similar finish but no adjustments. It's a fixed seat here, with a relatively cramped rear space. Let's take a look. So now the front seats are set up to my level. I'm 6 feet tall and my feet are not touching the seats because of that design given there. That's a nice touch. And my headroom is also fine. I'm not touching the ceiling, but almost it is near to the roof line of the car. And in the center we have got a nice handrest with some cup holders, AC vents with the 12-volt power outlet, and at the bottom we can see there are 2 more USBs to charge the electronic devices. Nice storage pockets given here. And here is the rear lighting setup. So here is a look at the front cabin. So overall it's a really nice interior. There is no visible hump in the bottom. That is another advantage. So even though the space is slightly cramped because of the absence of that hump here, that will be more usable for almost 3 persons. So now let's take a look at the engine bay. So let's open it up. So here is a look at that Peugeot PureTech 1.6 liter engine combined with 2 electric motors. Currently we are in the electric mode. We can listen to that engine. It's from the air conditioning system, that noise. So the engine has got around the combined of 296 horsepower. Out of that, 200 horsepower comes from this engine, and the 2 electric motors produces the rest, and it has got a 300 newton meters of torque as well, and it is connected to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. So let's drive the car and see how the performance is. So now driving the 3008, let's put it into the sport mode and see how quick is the acceleration. So here we go. Oh my god, that was a really quick. So we reached almost 95 kilometers per hour, and that was really quick. Since it has got that 2 electric motors, the car gets that instant torque in the beginning. So that's a really nice feeling, in fact. Now talking about the driving experience of the 3008. So here you can see while braking, it's showing a graphics that it is getting charged up from the rear wheels through the regenerative braking system. So now we put it back into electric mode. So here you can see the car is ultra smooth, and it has got enough power as well, since it is these 2 motors, and it has got only around 100 horsepower from the electric motors. But even though that instantaneous torque we can get still in the pure electric mode as well. And also here you can see the graphics is changing right now. It's almost showing the battery level, as well as when you put it into hybrid. For example, when you put it into hybrid, you can see the engine lights up, and it shows that some power is being transferred from the engine and some from the electric motor. So there, everything is very clearly visible through this graphics here. And also you have always the option to turn on the e-save function that charges up the battery while driving, so that you will always have some electric range left in the car. So now talking about the rest, the car feels exactly the same as the 5008 which we have driven earlier. Similar driving experience, similar steering, similar seats. So here is nothing much to talk about. The difference between these cars, it feels almost the same. Only difference is that it comes with relatively cramped rear seats or rear seat space. Otherwise everything looks fine. The road noise and all is done very well. It has been managed very well. so it's quite comfortable in this interior. And the driver assistance technologies such as the line keep assist, adaptive cruise, everything was perfect. And the audio system is also there, 10 speaker focal one, also similar to all other Peugeots. It's a really nice sounding audio system here. It lacks that surround sound effect, but still it's a very good audio system without any distortion or anything. It gives a really nice bass and crystal clear audio. And comfort wise, if you can see here, you have got the dual zone automatic AC along with the massage seats for driver and passenger that can be easily activated by each one of them by simply pressing the massage button on the seats, and we can select the type of massage and the intensity of the massage. Then here we go. It's also a nice relaxing function. So currently we are again in the sport mode, so here we go. Wow. So that was the 100. So as the company says, we can feel that the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour comes in around 6 seconds. That's really quick, and especially since that electric motor is there, that instantaneous torque we can really feel while we are driving it. So this is one of the most powerful Peugeot motors currently available. So even though the car is priced at around 200,000 dirhams, so people who loves the French sportiness can definitely choose this car in all aspects, that is from the external looks or the premium interior or the powerful engine option combined with the very good fuel economy rating. So this is a very good option to choose in the compact segment category, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. We'll be back with some new videos very soon. Till then, take care, drive safe, and goodbye.